But there's a sweet science to boxing. There's a sweet science to boxing.
The best and the coolest thing about my career is called the sweet science.
There's a sweet science to boxing.
It's to hit and not get hit.
Let's get to it. All right, man, so you guys probably have already heard about Mike Tyson's medical scare on a plane. He was going from Miami to Los Angeles, and all of a sudden he felt dizzy. But I'm going to go ahead and read what the article said. So In Touch article says, Mike Tyson suffers apparent medical emergency on plane from Miami to Los Angeles. Now, I'm not going to read the whole article because Mike Tyson is okay. I'm just going to skip to the end and tell you what they said then. Thankfully, Mr. Tyson is doing great. He became nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing. Mike's rep said in a statement to In Touch, he is appreciative to medical staff that were there to help him. This comes just months before Mike's highly anticipated fight against Jake Paul, scheduled for Saturday, July the 20th at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Now listen, with something like this happening, for all we know, they could cancel the fight, but I don't think Jake Paul will let that happen. If anything, he might just sub in another fighter to take Mike's place. And I'm only saying that because they saying it's an ulcer flare-up. And when I looked that up, the internet says an ulcer flare-up can refer to the pain or discomfort associated with a stomach ulcer, which is an open sore in the stomach lining.
What the hell did you just say?
The pain can feel like an acid burn or something eating away at the stomach, and it can be worse between meals or at night. Now, I ain't a genius at this and I'm not into medical, but this did say an ulcer is an open sore in the stomach lining. So to me, when I read that, that sounds like somebody shouldn't be stepping into the ring with an open sore in their stomach lining. I mean, because body shots do happen in boxing. Body shots is a thing. People do get hit in the stomach. And maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Maybe I'm understanding it the wrong way. Who knows? I'm not into medical, so it is what it is. I'm just theorizing. But if I'm wrong, let me know. But just from what I'm thinking, they just may sit Mike out of this fight. But have no fear, because Ryan Garcia is here. Ryan Garcia put on Instagram that he will step in for Mike Tyson to fight Jake Paul. This is exactly what he said on his Instagram. If Mike can't fight, I'll sub in. Don't worry, Uncle Mike, I got you. Now, for me, I think this would be an exciting fight, man. I was excited to see Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, but I think I'll be even more excited for Ryan Garcia versus Jake Paul. I mean, this would be something real good for Jake Paul. He wants to establish himself. This would be the way to do it. There's no better time than this right now to fight a guy like Ryan Garcia, who's coming off seemingly the biggest win of his career. I think that this would be a great fight. I don't think anybody will have a problem with making a weight. I think it'll be a great fight, man. And of course, I got Ryan Garcia beating Jake Paul badly. But Jake Paul is something like a heavyweight. I think he weighs way more than Ryan Garcia. So I don't know if Ryan Garcia will even want to go up to that weight or what, because I don't think Jake Paul will come down. And to be honest with you, man, I don't even know if Jake Paul will even consider this. Maybe he would, but just given his opposition that he's fought before is usually older guys and retired UFC fighters or retired boxers. It's not usually somebody like a Ryan Garcia who's young and in his prime and ready. But this would be his time to establish himself in boxing, if that's what he really want to do. Maybe he ain't trying to establish himself. Maybe he here to just make the money. And he's doing a great job at that because people still supporting it. So maybe he ain't got to establish himself, right? But I'm just saying, if Jake Paul wants to establish himself, this would be a great fight, man. And if they sit Mike out of this fight, if Ryan Garcia would have stepped in his place, I definitely wouldn't mind watching Ryan Garcia catch Jake Paul with that left hook.